So you've done the mindset work, you've elevated your skincare routine, and you're taking strategic power moves towards building the life of your dreams. Now it's time to build a wardrobe that reflects that power. Because let's be for real, the way you dress is the way you will be addressed. Hi, my name is Hawa Ibrahim, and if you're seeing my face for the first time, welcome to the channel. Here we talk about all things self-love, self-improvement, and leveling up. So if that's something up your alley, definitely consider subscribing. Now today's video is the final part of our transformation series, how to become your own it girl in 2025. And I truly hope that you guys have been enjoying the series so far. I've been loving it. Now at the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what to keep in your wardrobe, what to toss, and how to build a wardrobe that exudes personal style and confidence. Now let's start with the essentials. These are power pieces that every boss babe needs. And if you ask me, I think if you wanted to splurge on anything, make sure they fall on some of the items listed on this list. Now let's start with my favorite, a structured blazer. I don't know what it is about a blazer, but it almost feels like once I put on a blazer, you have to listen to me. It's such a power outfit that I feel like it commands respect. All of a sudden, people want to hear what you have to say because you have on a blazer. And the fact that you can style it in so many ways, you can wear it with a dress, you can wear it with a pants, and if it's a blazer that is custom made and tailored to your body, oof, it just screams luxury. Even if the outfit you're putting underneath is not that great, once you put on a structured blazer, it just automatically elevates the outfit. So I would say if you wanted to build a boss babe wardrobe, definitely make sure that you have one or two structured blazers in that closet. Moving on to another favorite of mine, tailored trousers and pencil skirt. Now this used to be one of my go-to outfits when I was still in the corporate world because there's just something about fitted pants that looks nice on you, not too tight, not too loose, that just looks right. It just gives effortless vibe. And you throw a shirt on that or even a jumper and it just looks like you didn't really try too much, but you look good regardless. And I love that look. Moving on to another essential that a boss babe definitely needs. It is a structured bag. Just like a structured blazer commands respect, a structured bag makes me feel like I have my shit together. Like there's just something about a bag that can sit on its own that makes it seem like you have everything under control. It's almost like you don't have to go in there searching for stuff. Like you just know where your laptop is, where your keys are, where your notebook is. Everything just seems put together. It's very different from the look that you would get from a slouchy bag. And you don't even have to buy like a designer one. I know that there are certain high street brands that do well structured bags. Make sure that they are good quality, the leather is great, the patchwork is good, and it's a color that will complement different outfits and you're good to go. The next item on this essential list has to be a classic heels or elegant flats. I'm not really a flat kind of girl, but I really am not into 6-inch stilettos either. I like comfort, okay? So I would typically opt for things between the 4.5 inch. That's the best I can do because once it starts getting to 5 above, then my legs are screaming. But I would say that you go for something that you can easily walk in, something that just looks classic and sophisticated because there's just a look that heels gives to you that flats don't necessarily give to you. That does not mean you can't look good with flats. I'm just saying there's this like command of respect that heels give that flats don't necessarily give. I know that it helps with your posture, it helps with your poise, and it just kind of elevates you in a certain way. One pet peeve of mine is when I see girls in heels and they're struggling. Oh my God, you could have just worn shorter heels, or you could have at least gone for kitten heels. That works too. Anyways, if you're not into heels, there are also elevated flats that you can opt for, ballerina looking kind of flats, or whatever shape you like. Now moving on to the final item on this list, minimal accessories. Now when I say minimal accessories, think about quality over quantity. There's just something about a really good wristwatch, some dainty earrings, couple of rings, not too much. You don't want to wear like 20 rings on your hands. It just looks tacky to me. And I don't know how people do it where they wear like loud Cubans and chains dangling. You're not in a music video. You're trying to build a boss babe wardrobe, an essential wardrobe. Do you really think that your loud earrings and your hoop looking earrings There's a place and a time for those, okay? And if you're not going to a fashion runway show and you're not doing a photo shoot, why do you have Cubans and dangly earrings and just a whole lot of accessories going on? In fact, let me tell you guys a personal story. So there was this guy that was interested in me, but because he just kept wearing like really big chains, I just kind of felt like he was overcompensating for something. Like, if you're a confident guy, you don't need to be wearing that. That's how I felt. I would rather a small necklace, a really nice wristwatch, really nice belt, something quality, but they don't necessarily scream, look at me. Do you get it? I would say definitely invest in some minimal quality jewelry because that takes an outfit to another level. Your ties, your lapel pins, your rings, your wristwatches, the bracelets you wear, the earrings. Invest in some quality jewelry and you would thank yourself because they would last you years and you don't even have to worry about buying them over and over again. Now let's move on to the items in your wardrobe that needs to go. Yeah, these are items that undermine your power even though you might not know it. I'll be pointing them out to you. The first one I like to highlight here is over trendy pieces. Honestly, I have been that girl. I have also fallen for that. I have been that girl that just buys into a trend and then 3 months later, you can't even wear it any longer because every Tom, Dick and Harry has it. Anyways, I'm talking about pieces from places like Shein, places like that that just carry items that are not really high quality, but they're just trendy. You wear it like once or twice, you take a couple of pictures in them, and then you can't wear it again because everybody has it. Anyways, when it comes to those trendy pieces, you have to let them go. Here, it is quality over quantity. You want a wardrobe that lasts a very long time, not one that you will need to continue replacing every couple of months. And honestly, when it comes to pieces that are bought from Shein, I don't see myself wearing those pieces any longer. The quality isn't great. They're not pieces that you can style with other things. So I would say as much as it is tempting sometimes to buy those trendy pieces, save your money, girl. Save it, okay? The next thing that needs to go is ill-fitting clothes. I mean, there's nothing that screams awkward like clothes that are too tight or too loose or just disproportionate on your body. Like if it's ill-fitting and you can't have it tailored, just give it out. Like just let it go. But there's just something about wearing outfits that are too tight or too loose that just makes it lose its essence. Like it might even be a good outfit, but because it doesn't look tailored to you, then there's no point. This is why I emphasize on having a tailor. If you cannot tailor your own outfit yourself, then you need a tailor because sometimes you buy outfits that look really good, but then you try them on and because they're not tailored to your body, they just look ill-fitting. So tailor your clothes, girls, okay? And if you can't get it tailored, then throw it out. Thank you. Now, the next item that needs to leave your wardrobe is cheap looking fabrics. You know there's some material that you just can't style. Like no matter how you style them, they just give off cheap. Fabrics like thin polyester, shiny faux leather, paper thin or plasticky looking fabrics, they just look terrible. And no matter how well you try to style them or polish them up, they just scream cheap. And this is why I was talking about items from Shein and Temu. Don't get me wrong. There's some stores on Shein and Temu that the quality can be good, but most of the time, it's usually crap. So if you're going to buy from stores like Shein and Temu, be very careful. Be sure that you're reading the details, the kind of fabric it is, the elasticity of it, what is the cotton blend of it. And instead of opting for fabrics that have high polyester, look for fabrics that have high quality sateen material, fabrics that are made with cotton material, silk. Those are fabrics that just scream luxury instead of plasticky and just cheap. Now, still on the topic of cheap, let's talk about worn-out accessories. There is nothing that screams struggle like peeled leather bags, shoes that looks like they've had better years, belts that are constantly peeling off, or rings that look faded and worn out, wristwatches that just looks like they've had better days, stuff like that. It screams the struggle is real. So if you don't have quality accessories, don't wear any. I would say don't even bother. Just opt for something that wouldn't need accessories. Instead of wearing accessories that look faded and worn out and people can literally tell your struggle or your story from a mile away. You get the point. Now let's round it up with clashing prints and loud logos. Honestly, do I even need to say anything? If you feel the need to wear Fendi on Dior on Gucci, then there's obviously something wrong at home. Like, we know that you have money, but you don't necessarily need to embellish yourself in all of the designers. I find it so tacky because it never looks good. Maybe I haven't seen enough, but it just never looks good when people combine too many luxury items or too many luxury pieces together. I find it more graceful when I see a piece of fabric and I'm like, ooh, where's that from? It screams quality. That's what they call quiet luxury. I just love quiet luxury because you can tell from the look of it, but you don't really know where it's from. So you can't even go get it if you even wanted to. Do you understand? When I become a billionaire, there'll be signs. And then clashing prints. Why do you have juxtaposing prints on you? Like one is giving west and the other is giving south. Make it make sense. Please, if you have pieces like that in your wardrobe, if you can't toss them because they are so expensive, please combine them with more subtle pieces. That way you can give relevance to one over the other. Anyways, I hope that you guys understand that I'm saying this out of love. I'm not saying don't wear your luxury pieces, but there's a way to combine them that just seems graceful and effortless and chic and just have people guessing. Now that you know the things to splurge on and the things to toss, let's build you a wardrobe that reflects you. You know, this new leveled up version of you, your wardrobe needs to reflect that. So how do we go about that? The first thing you're going to need to do is find your power color. Certain colors just look better on certain skin tones. I don't know if you guys have seen the trend going around where people go to Korea to check their undertone or their power wheel or color theory, something along those lines. Anyways, I'm really into that trend and I really wish that there was somebody around that could do that for me. But in my own little way, I have been playing around with colors and I definitely know the colors that just look good on me. There are certain colors you put on that just highlights the wrinkles in your face. They highlight the shadows. They highlight your hyperpigmentation. And there are certain colors that you put on and it's almost like your skin is glowing. For some people, it's yellow. For some people, it's white. So make sure that you're paying attention to the colors that make you feel beautiful, that makes you feel expensive. Take a lot of pictures. That also helps. Taking a lot of pictures can help you check how your skin interacts with certain colors. I hope that helps. Now, the second tip I have to building a power wardrobe is mixing high and low fashion. Now, you don't need designer for every piece, but designers can definitely elevate your basics. Like a structured blazer from a designer brand mixed with pants from a regular high street brand would always look good because you mixed it well. It just looks better. It's not like you're trying to show off with your outfit, even though we kind of know that that's what you're trying to do, but you don't have to let people know that. The next thing you're going to want to pay attention to is fabric and fit. For me, material. The fabric, the feel of the cloth on me is always going to be more important to me than any other thing. I like for a cloth to feel luxurious. Let it feel like some thought was put into designing that fabric. I mean the material itself. We're not even talking about the style here. I'm talking about the material. You don't want somebody to brush over you and get bruises because your outfit is plasticky. I know that's a bit exaggerated, but you guys get my point. Fabric like satin, wool, silk, tweed. Those are fabrics that you could tell that people paid attention to making. And there's just something about a good fabric on your skin. It feels soft, it feels delicate. It feels like, yeah, I'm working for my money and I deserve to enjoy it. Okay, I'm being a little extra, but you guys get my point. So pay attention to the fabric because the fabric and the fit can make or mar any outfit. Now, let me round this up by saying that you need to dress up for the life that you want. You need to curate your closet in a way that the outfits that are filled in it are outfits that remind you of the life that you want for yourself, not the life that you've settled for in the past. I strongly believe that the outfit that you wear go a long way in building your persona. You want to get into your clothes feeling good, feeling confident, feeling like, yeah, anybody can stop and talk to me in this outfit. I will feel my best self. If you open up your wardrobe and you're not proud of the outfit or the outfits there don't reflect the life that you want for yourself, then it's time to start letting go and start saving up to buy things that would reflect your future life. And even if your wardrobe consists of nothing but 20 pieces, make sure that those 20 pieces are definitely quality and they can last you a very long time. So that's all the tips that I have for you guys in today's video. But I hope with these tips, you're able to build a wardrobe that confidently reflects the life that you're stepping into. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Comment below which wardrobe essential you'll be upgrading first. And if you haven't watched the whole series, definitely consider binge watching. You would love them. And I would love for us to level up together. Until next time, stay elevated, stay stylish, and stay that girl. Bye.